The next thing we tried to work on was making sure that the catch was wide enough so that he's not reaching or arching his body over quite as much as he started to. So we got really picky on this as he started. You can see that there's really very little wrong with where he's going as far as where the catch is. However, for 100 IM, we might not want this even slight overreach. Every once in a while, you can see here, as he tries to get a hold of that, the hand is directly above his head. So there's that outward press initially to get over into the catch. So again, being real picky on this one, but trying to give him something else to think about to to increase that turnover. So this instinct of reaching all the way around, there's a little bit of that arc in the body right here. We wanted to get rid of that and actually get him more in a position where the hands seem a little bit more out as he catches. So this is that standard. You really have to show the athlete where their hand is coming in order for them to start to place it directly above or a little bit outside of the shoulder. They've got to, of course, feel like their arms are out here. So we did a few laps like this to make sure that Jerry had an understanding that it's got to feel wide in order to be straight, and that if it feels straight, chances are it's over the head. And once it comes over the head, it inhibits his ability for a high rate backstroke, which is something he needs for a sprint. So again, really picky, but there's basically two things to the backstroke. One is initiating the catch sooner. Two is putting the hands wider. Both of those things should allow him to turn it over faster for his 25 backstroke. So after a few lengths, we had Jerry really try to put the hands out as wide as possible. You see this connection still, this desire to connect the hand far over. So after we showed him a few times what it needed to feel like in order for the hand to be outside, we can see a little bit more consistency with the hand landing directly above the shoulder. Now he did start to feel more of a hip swing from side to side as he did this because it did keep him a little flatter. And his concern with that was that as he was pulling, he felt this hip coming this way. And that's kind of that compression technique along the obliques and the side that we see Aaron Pearsall and some of those swimmers do, that they now take this and compress this together to add a little bit more power into the pull using a little bit more of the full body. So it was something that we didn't discourage him from doing, and to not worry so much about this action, but focus on making sure that the arms were above the shoulders or feeling as wide as possible. Again, I think this was about the first lap that he did this with, or one of the initial laps. And those of you that have worked with backstrokers before understand how difficult it is to get someone to feel out there. So a lot of feedback and back and forth usually is necessary for them to feel more comfortable with the hands landing wider, which wider means a couple inches further out. But it will make a difference in their ability to turn it over.